Mr. Laine's in a mysterious and morbid place at the moment, so he made this review weeks before he went to this dark realm. Good morning, world. I'm Harrison Laine, the fuck-up who does fuck-ups. I rarely review animated movies. Well, ever since... Get that shit away from me! But today I'm going to review another animated movie, being created by the master of animation himself, Don Bluth. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that I have overlooked this man, but he has created some of the greatest animated movies, including Land Before Time, Secret of NIMH, and An American Tail. Yes, this guy was the king of animation in the 80s. In the 90s, however, he probably got his inspiration by Hunter S. Thompson, because the movies he made out in this decade were not only nonsensical, but were also bad and weird. So today we're going to look at how he takes on a classic fairy tale. He doesn't do well. This is Thumbelina. Giddy and pandering, Thumbelina is one of Bluth's mediocre efforts that panders through whimsicalness, panders through singing, and panders. 83 minutes of pure why the fuck am I watching this while I'm completely sober? But it wouldn't help even if you weren't. So let's get on with this whimsy of a tale to find out. So the movie starts off once upon a time in Paris, which isn't where the story takes place. Damn! That was way too close and personal. I don't need to see what the bird was eating for breakfast.
Hello! Welcome to Paris, city of love. Who am I? I am Jacquimo, swallow extraordinaire and lover of beautiful things.
Well, you're not gonna find anything beautiful in Paris.
You're sure to do impossible things if you follow your heart.
Gee, I wonder what this idiot is singing about.
That is very nice, n'est-ce pas? And I like what it is saying. It is saying, follow your heart.
Well, I never would have guessed. I haven't been blown away by anything that obvious since...
Oh boy!
Oh jeez, I have to find more clips. So after a few more minutes of this irritating song, the fat bird finally talks.
Vive l'amour. These are stories about the people with impossible problems. Samson loved Delilah. Oh, that was really impossible. Romeo and Juliet. Oh, impossible.
You know, he's right. What kind of idiot would sacrifice their lives just to be with their so-called lovers?
Once upon a time, there was a lonely woman who longed to have a child to call her own. One day, she paid a visit to a good witch who gave her a tiny barley corn. Huh?
Well, to be fair, this guy does do a better job at narration than Jim Carrey did in the number 23. So the flower blooms and reveals a tiny young woman, which the woman decides to call Thumbelina. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this was an animated musical movie.
We don't know where she's from or how she came to be, but happy was the day she came.
Thumbelina!
Yeah, I don't want to see, hear, or taste this, so let's move forward. So Thumbelina's mother tells a story to her.
They are little, just like me. But what are those? They're wings, Thumbelina. These are fairies, and fairies have wings.
What the hell is she doing? She just spins around and she flaps her dress. What does she think she is, a bird?
You ever seen a fairy?
Well, I thought I did once.
Really?
Yes. And here, the fairy prince and princess are having a wedding.
And they live happily ever after.
Oh, usually, dear.
Usually, until the kids, the stretch marks of divorce, the custody battles, and the all-around hatred for each other. You know, happily ever after. Thumbelina's put to bed with a storybook in front of her, but she can't sleep unless...
I know there's someone...
Oh God, shut the hell up! So a bunch of golden fairies are riding through the night.
Oh, my dear,
Don't look now, dear husband, but our son is missing again.
So he is. I think he feels a bit silly riding that white butterfly we gave him.
Feel a bit silly? I think he'd be more embarrassed when he has to travel with people who look like they got their clothing out of Lady Gaga's hand-me-downs. So the point of these fairies is to get leaves to turn gold because it's autumn. So the son named Cornelius comes across Thumbelina and wants to take a closer look at her.
You are a wonderful dancer. Will I ever see you again?
May I cut in?
May I be a ripoff of Peter Pan?
Hero? No, he's a friend. Look. Hello? My name is Thumbelina. How do you do, sir? Thank you for coming to visit.
I've no trouble at all.
Okay, did Jeff Goldblum teach them how to act?
Hello? My name is Thumbelina. How do you do, sir?
See, the Tyrannosaur doesn't obey any set patterns or park schedules.
I've no trouble at all.
Okay, so there's another island with dinosaurs, no fences this time, and you want to send people in.
The pleasure is mine.
That's chaos there.
Tell me about the fairy court.
Wait a minute, what the fuck did he try to do to her? Oh my god! He was about to grab her and possibly rape her! I swear to god he was about to grab her and have possible rape. Was this his plan? To get fresh with a woman he just met? Run away, Thumbelina! This guy's a freak! So they make with some awkward love chatter.
I would love to meet the prince.
Oh, I'll tell him.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, that's Busby, my bumble. He doesn't like staying in one place too long.
Oh, Bumblebee, okay. I'm watching you, supposedly G-rated movie. Thumbelina and Cornelius ride on the Bumblebee while...
Let me be your wings. Let me lift you high above.
Okay, it's been 20 minutes since this movie started, and there are already 3 songs. Stop using songs as filler!
Oh, Thumbelina. Oh, wow. Something happened to me tonight. Something I never want to forget.
You mean your first boner?
Me too. Do not forget me.
Forget-me-nots. Oh, I'll never forget you. Never.
I will see you in my dreams. The kind of dreams I would never tell a soul. But then his parents come looking for him, and he has to leave, but he will come back for her tomorrow morning. Once she sleeps, something takes her. The dog, named Hero, tries to rescue Thumbelina, but is stuck in a hole, and the toad drifts away, leaving her mother alone to cry. Meanwhile, Cornelius comes the next morning and sees the mess from the night before.
Where is she? What? What happened? She was stolen away? What, out the window?
I don't even get it. How come he can understand the dog? Is it because he's a fairy? And also, why is it that the dog can't talk but all the other animals can sing and dance?
Good dog. I'll find her. No, Hero. Look, you stay here and take care of Thumbelina's mother. Let her know everything will be all right.
How is he going to be able to do that if the dog is the only animal who can't talk? And even if the dog could talk, how would the dog talk about it?
Thumbelina was taken away by a toad, and the tiny fairy prince told me that he will look for her, and everything will be alright.
Well, it's time to put you down. So Thumbelina wakes up to see her capture.
Buenos dias. I hope you sleep very, very good.
Huh?
Hey, it's Nicki Minaj as a toad, so... what's the difference? So the Spanish Minaj toad and 3 other toads are entertainers of some kind.
And loved by everyone.
But, Cornelius loves me already. I think I'm gonna marry him.
I've only known him for 8 minutes and our dialogue is bland and stiff, but I just know he's the one. So the Minaj toad tells Thumbelina about stardom. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. She sings about the showbiz.
You are famous. star!
A star?
Yeah, I guess I could forgive this toad for kidnapping me.
We are the singers de España, the original cast, and there hasn't been a time we haven't played it.
We are the singers de España and we sing very fast.
We get on?
We get on? We get paid.
How long is this song?
Could you say that a little slower?
Slower.
I don't want to live on this planet
Oh,
anymore.
maybe I could take notes.
So one of the toads falls in love with Thumbelina, and the Menage toad said they should get married, so they could keep the promise that she makes.
No, I'm not marrying. No, come back here. No, wait.
Where the fuck are you going? If you're gonna force someone to marry, you shouldn't leave one of them behind when you have to leave. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like buying a car and just leaving it at the auto shop. So the fop bird comes along, I guess he went through the storybook to be here, and helps her swim away on the lily pad.
My. Well, that was easy. Now, if I could just reach the shore before those awful toads come back.
Ah, the shore. You mean if you can reach the shore before you go over the waterfall?
What waterfall?
That one!
So you let a tiny woman fly on a lily pad toward a waterfall. You're more of a killer than a love-obsessed bird.
I am slipping!
Hey, bird boy, why don't you just fly her to safety?
Hey, don't let go!
Can you swim?
No, I can't swim! I can't even go!
Why don't you fly her to safety? She's tinier than you are, just put her on your back and fly her to land! But because the foppish bird is a complete fucking moron, various animals are forced to rescue her.
Are you really gonna marry the fairy prince? If he asks me, he will call for me at my house.
Delusional.
Oh, that's why I want to go home. Besides, Mother will be terribly worried. If only I could find my way home.
I wonder how she could get back home. I don't know, it's really hard to figure out how. I don't know. This wouldn't be a movie without some sense. I don't know. So Thumbelina tells the foppish bird that Cornelius lives in the Vale of the Fairies, but she doesn't know where that is. So her and the bird fly around trying to find it. Oh wait, this movie's only 30 minutes in. So the bird goes to find the prince and leaves Thumbelina behind with these things that say will protect her, which would be as effective as bringing a stick to a gunfight. Meanwhile, Cornelius informs his parents that the girl of his dreams has been kidnapped, so he goes off to find her, telling his parents to stall the festival that will make the leaves stop from turning into winter. I guess. And I guess he loves Thumbelina so much that he doesn't ask anyone else for help to find her quicker. We get back to Thumbelina when...
Hiya, Toots!
Oh, God, no.
Beetle's my name, and Razzmatazz is my game. How do you do? How you feeling? Everything okay?
So this is the Beetle named... Beetle. How original. And he's played by Gilbert Gottfried. He spends this moment trying to pick up Thumbelina because she's hot.
Relax, take a load off.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't do that.
Perhaps you'd prefer this.
Oh, Mr. Beetle! I don't even know you.
Well, you didn't know that fairy prince very well, but you want to be married to him anyways. So after some annoying blabber, Beetle takes her to the treetops where... Oh God, by the way they're dancing, I know they're gonna sing. Please, I'll make love to Robert Pattinson. I'll watch Cool World 4 more times. I'll even say something good about Matilda. Just please don't sing.
Baby, it's the Beetle Ball.
Oh my God! I've had it! Please stop singing these songs! I'm begging you, please!
For you, my dear.
So the audience thinks she's ugly because they're beetles, and she's a human. Usually I don't agree with something like this, but I'll make an exception. A toad wants to marry her, and a beetle is hitting on her. So that's the closest reaction in this movie. Disgust. Because when a toad and a beetle have the hots for a human, that's a perfect word to describe the situation. So Thumbelina is outside alone, feeling sad because a bunch of beetles think that she's ugly. But then the foppish bird appears to cheer her up, and then they sleep together. Say one word about that last sentence and I will cut you. So while the fop asks around where the fairies are when he wakes up, he realizes he must find them quick before winter comes around. Then we cut to a conversation between the Toad and Beetle.
Look, I got an idea. I hear that she loves the fairy prince, right?
Hey, close! Fairy prince!
Okay, shut up and listen.
Why don't you shut up and listen? Stop talking! These two are like a half-assed Fry and Lori.
Why don't you just nab this prince and you set up a trap for the girl, using him as the bait? You know, get her to come to you.
Nab the prince.
And set up a trap.
Nab the prince.
Yes, nab the prince and set up a trap. Yes, speak English.
You go capture prince.
My wings! You took my wings! You can't do that!
Ah! There should be blood all over the place and I should be howling in agonizing pain. Ah! I'm not dying! So the Toad forces Beetle to find Thumbelina in order to get his wings back. You know, if you give him his wings, he could be a lot quicker in finding her, you fucking moron. So as the fat bird is fighting that winter's coming and has to find the prince, you know, this bird has found Thumbelina twice out of nowhere, yet he can't find a bunch of fairies that dress in bright gold? Isn't that like putting a quarter in a penny jar and you still can't find it? So while the bird searches for the fairies, Cornelius tries to find his love in the harsh winter.
I was frozen today!
See, now he takes my wings away. Now I have to walk to find the prince. See, if he let me keep my wings, I could fly after the prince and bring him back in 2 seconds.
Nice try, but I already pointed out that plot hole. The Beetle and the other beetles find the frozen prince while Thumbelina goes to sleep in the shoe, but wakes up in the mouse's home. How she got there is another mystery, and it's not worth my suicide attempts.
Where am I?
In my kitchen. I'm Miss Field Mouse, and we are snug and safe underground.
I'm underground?
Underground.
I want to go home.
Well, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait here till spring, Thumbelina.
You know my name.
Oh, that was easy. I know much more, like you were engaged to the fairy prince.
Engaged? I never heard anything in the conversation between them that they were going to be engaged. Well, I don't know. Considering the fact that they knew they were going to be together when they saw each other for one scene, I guess I might have missed something in their awkward conversation.
Oh, that is so sad.
What?
That he was found stone cold frozen dead in the snow.
No.
But of course you knew that.
No.
Forgive me. Sometimes I just blurt things out without thinking.
I don't know what it's called. Motherfucking bitch! It just comes out of nowhere. Die, motherfucker! I hope we can be friends, bitch! So Thumbelina and the mouse go see a mole to drop off food for him.
I want you to meet a new friend of mine, Thumbelina. She just came down from up there.
Up there? Up there. Terrible place. Well, tell us about up there. I went up once, nearly blinded me. Hurried as fast as I could back down where it's dark and decent.
So why is the background so red and the lighting is so bright?
I love the light.
I hate it. End of story.
Story. Thumbelina, tell Mr. Mole a story. A lovely, sad story. Oh, I love stories, don't you?
Once upon a time, there was, the sun.
Sing it, Thumbelina, sing.
No, do not sing!
Once there was the sun.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go die now. So after that song that stretches to be filler, it's all about her love for the prince. Bet you didn't know that. The mole shows her to a devastating sight. The bird is dead. Sorry, the word devastating is in quotes in the script.
Giacomo.
Miss Fieldmouse, could I have a word with you?
I wish you would.
Miss Fieldmouse, you know I have been meaning to take a wife for some time now.
What a lovely idea.
I find myself sometimes, lonely for companionship.
What could be more natural?
Let's get over this punchline and not run it to death.
And I wonder if... Yes? If I could ask you to help me persuade Miss Thumbelina to be my wife.
Thumbelina?
Oh, ha 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 ha! I did not see that coming. Also, I've noticed something very disturbing about this movie. A toad, a beetle, and a mole have the hots for a human. Isn't that a little disturbing? Animals wanting to be paired up with humans? What do you call that? I think there's a word for it. I don't know what the word is. Shit. What is that word I'm looking for? I guess we'll have to call it disgust. So the mouse agrees to do this through money, while Beetle brings the toad the prince and tells him where Thumbelina is.
What's going on? Where are we going?
We go rescue Thumbelina from the mole.
Mole? Are you out of your mind?
Quiet!
Look, why don't you just go home and marry a toad? You ever think about that?
Somebody who has logic! Thank you, Beetle! How come the most annoying character in this movie has the most logic? Why can't the toad marry another toad? Why is this movie worth promoting bestiality? This is a kid's movie, Mr. Bluth. What are you, high? What's your next story gonna be centered on? Kids should fuck each other while they're in elementary school? So the mouse tells Thumbelina about the forced marriage between her and the mole. No, she sings it.
Here comes the bride, is a lovely
Christ, will you
little
stop with
ditty,
these fucking
but
songs?
marrying- Here comes the bride, is a lovely little ditty, but marrying for love is a foolish thing to do.
I beg your pardon, is this what children should be taught? That the reason for marriage is not for love, it's because it's just the way it is? That's borderline retarded!
'Cause love won't pay the mortgage or put porridge in your bowl. Dearie, marry the mole.
And what's this crap about love not paying the mortgage? On one hand, prostitutes do it. On the other, it's pretty obvious that love isn't the only thing that pays the fucking bills. And also, the song says marry the mole. Like it's full up promoting that if a marriage doesn't work, marry a fucking mole. What the fuck is wrong with it, you piece of shit song? Oh, by the way, did I mention that this is a piece of shit song?
But he's charming for a troll. Dearie, marry the mole.
It's like if a Disney song got castrated and shit on by Uwe Boll. This song is awful. Please change it to something else.
I put a spell on you.
No! Go back! Actually, keep it right here. I would rather listen to a horrible cover by an over-the-top witch than a shit-mongering song. That is how much I hate this song, you little shit! So after that dick of a song, Thumbelina goes back to the body of the fop bird, who turns out wasn't dead. Of course, he's the motherfucker who introduced him at the beginning of the book!
Get on my back. Get on my back. I will take you to the green forest.
Be realistic.
He is being realistic. After all, we are talking about the same bird who could have saved you from danger all this time by just putting you on his back and flying away from danger, but this is realistic and at least he thought of it.
Bon voyage, mon ami. Bon voyage.
What the fuck? You left her behind instead of bringing her to the prince? You fuck. This isn't charming. This is an absence of logic. Ooh. So as the little bugs free the prince from being frozen, Thumbelina is getting married to the mole, which wouldn't have happened if the fucking bird had flown into the goddamn prince! I swear to God she would find a better friend than the goddamn beetle! He's annoying, but his logic is Einstein compared to this goddamn bird!
Thumbelina, do you take this mole to be your lawful wedded husband? What?
Never.
I beg your pardon?
I cannot marry Mr. Mole. I don't love him.
I don't love him because I don't know him and we just met. I want to go to the other guy who I don't know and just met. So the toad and the beetle and the crowd go after her as the prince drops in to fight off the toad. So she escapes when the bird comes along, telling her that he found the fairies and flies her there. Like he should have done before! No suicidal thoughts, Harrison, because as we all know, stupidity knows no bounds. So they find that the fairies are gone because everything is ice. But with the power of a sappy love song, everything returns to normal again.
This isn't the Vale of the Fairies, and Cornelius is never coming back.
Did I forget to mention that these two are 16? Don't worry, this movie will be over soon. So because of their kiss, Thumbelina gets her wings, instead of her just drinking Red Bull, making her a fairy. Everybody is at their underage wedding, Thumbelina and Cornelius get married, and they live happily ever after. So this was a horrible fucking movie! The movie starts off bad, but it gets worse. The characters are either bland or idiots. The morals are dick-sucking, making it a terrible movie for kids. Sure, the animation is impressive. I mean, it's by Don Bluth, for God's sake. But that's far from saving this shitty fuck of a movie. I would rather kill myself than watch this movie again. I'm Harrison Laine, the fuck-up who does fuck-ups.
You're sure to do impossible.